And we are back for another update. As you guys know, I previously reported that Nicki Minaj had been detained in Amsterdam in the Netherlands while on her way to her Manchester show. So at this point, we have had several updates that we are going to get into in this video. So thank you guys so much for coming through to another bArBoLoGiE session. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for updates on Nicki, like as soon as we get them. And so last time, we talked, I told you that she was being detained at a location that we didn't really know. So a couple hours later, they did end up releasing Nicki. And so let's get into the details of that. Okay. So it said, so let's start here. So here's a statement that is actually coming from like the precinct or whatever. So we're going to translate this because they're speaking in Dutch. So they said, we have just released a 41-year-old and they never wanted to confirm her identity. So they said, we've released a 41-year-old American woman who we arrested this afternoon at the airport on suspicion of exporting soft drugs. After consultation with the Public Prosecution Service, the suspect was fined and can continue her journey. So what do you guys think about this? They fined her, right? So they didn't really tell us like any charges. However, I want to show you guys this. Someone sent me this screenshot, and it's of an article that exists over there or whatever, a news source, and it says like rapper Nicki Minaj has just been released from the Queen Maxima barracks in whatever. This is reported by RTL Boulevard after confirmation by the whatever. Where does it say they sent me this saying that like Nicki had 40 pre-rolls on her or whatever. What do you guys think about that allegedly? If Nicki has 40 pre-rolls on her, I personally like, okay, the quantity, I'm not even going to get into that because honestly, I really don't have the information to get into that type of stuff. But I personally don't think it's a big deal, like if you indulge in that type of lifestyle, right? Think about 40 pre-rolls. Nicki is now on tour in Europe, right? And so her tour is going to span out like over a couple months, right? I mean, not a couple months, but probably a month, right? Several weeks. And so like if you obviously smoking is a part of Nicki's lifestyle, right? So here are her dates. And so smoking is a part of Nicki's lifestyle. And if you do smoke, then you probably smoke several times a day. And so let's split up 40 pre-rolls. You have a month, right? That has 4 weeks in it. 10 pre-rolls per week, right? And then so you probably smoke at different points in the day. So it does seem kind of like, okay, that makes sense for one person if you're going away for a longer period of time. Once again, I don't know what the legal limit to carry or travel with is, right? But then once again, she did say that they belong to her security. So if it's really true that they belong to her security or they're from multiple people, either way, I don't really think like it's a crazy amount. But hey, I can't fault Nicki for doing that because I be doing my own stuff. So that's what they said. So after they released her, right? The other thing was like, okay, so she's released, and we love that. Nicki is safe, that we know of. We're still waiting to hear from her at the time of this recording, and I'm sure that we'll hear from her at the appropriate time. But right now, it's more important that Nicki travels to the next city that she needs to perform in. So at this point, like when all of this is going down, the venue was packing out in Manchester with the Barbs. They're showing up for Nicki to get on stage. And I was like, I don't really think that's going to happen. And so the venue, after Nicki was released, sometime after, here is their update. This is a statement directly from the co-op venue in Manchester, which was supposed to have Nicki tonight. So they said Nicki's scheduled performance at Manchester's Co-op Live Saturday, May 25th has been postponed. Tickets will remain valid for the rescheduled performance, which will be announced ASAP. Despite Nicki's best efforts to explore every possible avenue to make tonight's show happen, the events of today made it impossible. We are deeply disappointed by the inconvenience this has caused. More information will be available at your point of purchase. So people will be able to go to the another show free of charge. Plus, she has another Manchester date in a couple of days, so she'll be back there. And I'm sure that there will be overlap with people who were supposed to go to the first show who go to the second one, and hopefully people who had traveled can make it back, or if not, they can get refunds. But once again, let's not forget that these shows were sold out. Okay, and so yeah, here's Live Nation. A statement from Live Nation, which is the promoter, said Nicki Minaj once again tried every possible avenue to make the show happen, but today's incident made it impossible. But once again, we are so glad that Nicki is safe. So here is the announcement that happened in the venue. This was the fans finding out in real time. Scheduled performance at Manchester Co-op Live. Scheduled performance at Manchester. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. I just wanted to make it bigger. Hold on. Okay.
Scheduled performance at Manchester Co-op Live on Saturday, 25th May, has been postponed. Tickets will remain valid.
So, guys, do you think that her ops won, or people who were trying to stop her?
Rescheduled performance will be allowed.
Because do you think that they wanted these headlines to be, oh, Nicki Minaj postpones show, like, for negative press for her tour? Honestly, y'all, I feel like this is going to make people want to come see Nicki even more, especially because she just announced an American leg. People are excited for her. I think people should stay excited for her. I was hoping for a really good show tonight in Manchester, but it is what it is. And I don't know. I just feel so much like good energy.
Lisa. Despite Nicki's best efforts to explore every possible avenue to make tonight's show happen, the events.
So yeah, they're just announcing that it's over. So that's the Barbs leaving the venue. That's another announcement. And then, oh, here is the Barbs. Okay. Oh my God, they're doing super bass. So they were, singing along to super bass, which is cool. So they have great morale, right? And where everyone is sending Nicki a lot of love. We love you, Nicki. Please take time to relax. She has to be in Birmingham in the US, right? But here's one thing I wanted to point out before we school on out of here. So please make sure that you guys like the video and turn on the notifications, because yeah, we're gonna talk about this more, because Nicki has not heard yet release a statement or said anything herself. You know that Nicki's a very expressive person, so this will not be our last time talking about it. I'm sure that she will say something when she gets on Stationhead or when she goes live at the next time. But here she said this earlier. This is what she said earlier today before she was detained. She said, they try to make me book another jet every time, all because I fired management who found out for years they were adding 30 to 50K on my jet, pocketing it. I fired a tour manager recently who was doing the same thing and mad that he got the boot. Their goal is to make me late and to pocket 40K. So is she saying that the Netherlands goal, Amsterdam's goal is to pocket 40K? Now, once again, they let her go, but they gave her a fine. How much was that fine? Was it 40K? We don't know yet. I don't know if Nicki will tell us that information. Maybe she will. Hopefully she will, so we can come back and talk about it, as a family or whatever. But yeah, I think that's all I have about it right now. The show was canceled. It will be rescheduled, and when it is, we'll talk about it then. Make sure that you guys take some time and maybe stay off the internet if you're having a hard time dealing with the situation. Once again, I want to send love and prayers and healing energy out to Nicki. We don't know how this has affected her. Could be considered a traumatic life event when you are in foreign territory. So please keep her in your prayers, keep her mental health in your prayers, and let's just take this, one day at a time, one conversation at a time. Please spread love and kindness to all. Okay, so like this video, subscribe to the channel, talk to me in the comments, let me know what's on your mind right now, and I will see you in the next video.